Okay, folks, look, we back at it again. Actually, I think we coming up on our day 11 of Vlog Feast, right? You guys got to check it out. Listen, it's got everything that you guys are going to need all the way up to the 27th, that big day, right? When that turkey day get here, I'm going to just about everything covered. You know what I mean? Whether you call it country food, soul food, Thanksgiving food, or whatever. And today I'm finna show you how to make a real creamy, without breaking the bank, a real creamy mac and cheese. And you know what? I got one for you. Listen, this is in my cookbook. Let's get it. Okay, so look, we're gonna go over these ingredients, right? I'm gonna start off by showing you guys these right here. Now, I just made a video that went out today, right? It was about doing, Thanksgiving on a budget, right? So I picked up these macaroni, and these are large. Over here, we got cheese. We shred our own cheese because we don't want to have that film, right? So we got flour, butter, Creole kick. Need this say anymore? Some of you guys have been taking this. Man, we almost out of this right now. But the Creole kick gives it a little bit of a unique taste. If you go to my website, I'll have it where you guys, if you don't have this, you can make your own Creole seasoning, right? Then we got whole milk, and that's just about it. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot for it to be great. You guys got to trust me. This actual recipe is in my cookbook. I'm going to go ahead and turn to it. I think I got it memorized. It's on page 133. There it is right there. Right? And then I'm going to bring this down so you guys can see these ingredients again. Listen, everything don't have to have 5 cheese, 3 cheese, or nothing like that. I promise you, if it's seasoned right, you got the ingredients in there and they all marry together, this is what you want. And don't forget, the full ingredient list is on my website, smokingandgrillin with ab.com, and that's WITAB.com. Now, let's go ahead and get these noodles and let's get them al dente style. All right, so look, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, we got our water boiling. What we wanna do is we wanna get our pasta, I don't know, whichever one you guys wanna call them. You wanna put this in here and we wanna make them to be al dente style, right? So I'm gonna drop this in here like that. I usually, which I had forgot, I like to give it a pinch of salt. Let me grab this. Then I like to stir them. Now I want these to come back. I'm getting ready to set a timer because on the bag, to get them al dente, it said it only takes 6 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, even though I still got everything on high, and I'll see you guys when we're done here. Now we just take this and we're gonna shock it. I'm gonna go ahead, pour it into the colander. I kind of like this noodle. You talking about 6 minutes and it's ready? Come on, folks. Let's go ahead and get that cold water on it. All right, look, so we got a few minutes, before the noodle or pasta is done al dente, right? So that's over there on the stove. Now, I'm gonna show you guys, if I'm in a hurry, I can go ahead and shred it, with the thick side, right? But we want it to melt, be fine. I'm not finna use that small side, so I'll go ahead and go with this medium. And what you wanna do is you just wanna shred yourself down 1 pound of this sharp. It's the combination of the sharp and the Monterey that's gonna do it, along with our seasoning. Now we do the exact same thing with our Monterey Jack. Both of these are gonna be like more of a softer, cheese. I think the Monterey is a little bit softer than that, so it's easy to shred. And then we check on those, our timer should be getting ready to go off, for our pasta. Now I want to show you guys that I have butter right here, right? And then we can add the flour, or you guys can put 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. I'm gonna go ahead and just use 1 tablespoon, right? This is gonna give us a nice little flavor. Now here's where we're gonna make our cheese sauce. Now, once this is melted, once I got that melted, I'm gonna go ahead and add, my flour to it. All right, so now we got this going. I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour. We're gonna cook down some of that flour taste. We're gonna cook down all of that flour taste, right? And then we're gonna get everything infused with both the butter fat. I don't wanna get it too hot or nothing like that. I don't wanna cook it. I'm not making a roux for no gumbo or nothing like that. We're making a cheese sauce. Now, after about a minute or so, then we want to introduce our milk. You see how I'm gradually pouring this in there? Now, I do have a whisk over here on the side of me. I'm gonna switch to that. Now, once this warms up, what I'm doing now is just turning it, making sure that we don't run into no lumps or anything like that. We want it nice and smooth. Once I get this back where it looks like it's about to boil, then I'm gonna turn it off, and what we're gonna do is start adding our cheese. Okay, so it takes about 5 to 7 minutes. It depends on how high your heat is. I'm at a medium flame underneath the bottom of this pot because I'm taking my time. And this mixture starts to thicken up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce this down a little bit, because I'm talking for one. I don't want anything to curd up on me and nothing like that. But I can see this is doing good. So now we're gonna go ahead and add some of our Creole kick to it. I put in about a tablespoon of this right here. This right here is gonna be key, right? And then we're gonna add our salt and our pepper. So the cheese is gonna bring a little saltiness to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it a generous pinch and put that in there. You guys can see it on top. Now I'm gonna come in here again. You wanna get full incorporation, folks. So I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm gonna come with my black pepper, put this in here like that. Now I done turned my fire off, folks. I'll come back with the black pepper later on, and I can see that it's got seasoning throughout. Right, now what we're gonna do is just start putting this in here, handful at a time, right? So let me go ahead and get some, a couple of cups inside of here. All right, and what we're doing is we let the heat that's inside of our pot, inside of our sauce, that does all of the melting. We don't need to keep, having a fire underneath the bottom. Look at this right here. All right, so this is cheesy enough for me. And then I don't have any fire underneath the bottom of here. Remember, I told you the residual heat will melt all the cheese. Now I put about half of the cheese, for my cheese sauce. Now I'm gonna show you something else. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and preheat this oven. We're gonna preheat it to 375 degrees. Now I'm gonna go ahead and spray this with a little non-stick spray. This is avocado oil to be exact, folks. Just something, you wanna protect it. Really what you're doing is saving yourself some time when it comes time for you guys to, clean. I'll always do that. So I'm gonna set this off to the side over here. All right, we got our cheese sauce. I just love turning that and then hitting it like this. Almost make you want to put some nachos in it, huh? So we got that. And if I didn't say earlier, I use about half, each, right? So that's what we got. And we're gonna layer it and all of that, but right now we got that going. So let me go ahead and get one more pot with the cheese sauce. We're gonna put half of it in there, Then we're gonna layer some, the other half. You guys got it. All right, we good here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this inside of here like this. Before I get the rest of this out, it's gonna take all of the sauce, folks. But you see this right here, look. That's what you want. Look how it sticks to it. When it's made right, we didn't have to even put no pasta water or nothing like that on there. Oh yeah. Now, once you got it all mixed, right, now we go ahead and put it in. Now I'm only gonna put down like a little half of the layer. So once we get it like this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little cheese. I almost put all of it down here. So we just leave it like this. Just spread it, get it nice and even. You know what? I'm gonna pause for a second so I can get a picture so everybody can just see, especially for the step. All right, so we put the second layer on here. I put some cheese on here. Now, I'm looking at the size of my, my casserole dish, right? I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna set this right here over the top like that and just leave it like that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna protect the cheese while we put it in the inside. We already at 375. I'm gonna put this in here. And just like that. And then we're gonna leave it alone. And I'm gonna see you guys in about 45 minutes. Okay, folks, look, I made a mistake when I said that. Look, the cook time is gonna be 25 minutes, right? Then after that, I'm gonna take it off, probably sprinkle some more cheese. That's why I reserved just a little bit back. And then we brown the top for about another 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. All right, so listen, my timer just went off, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never thought I'd be in no trinkets like this, but look, if this don't say New Orleans, I don't know what does. You know what I mean? I'm just into these kind of things right now. I don't know if I spend too much time into the kitchen or what. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. Now some of this, it sticks to it, but it wasn't bad. Look, we only got like a couple pieces. Right? Remember what we talked about saving a little bit? Now we're gonna brown the top. Look at that right there. Let me go ahead and take a picture right now. I'll be right back. Now, I'll put cheese on there, right? We good. You don't want to overdo it. Still want to make sure it look like mac and cheese, right? Then I'm going to close this. We're still at that 375. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at it in 5 minutes in increments of 5, 5, 5, till I get the top looking the way I do. Then we're going to pull it out, and then we're going to go ahead and get a scoop, and then we're going to go from there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. It's browning enough for me. You guys can put whatever type of top you want on there, but look at that right there. You see that? Yes, sir. Okay, folks, so look, as you can see, look, it's cooling off right now, but you do get a little bit of a cheese pool. This right here is what you guys want to have. Now, tell me you don't want to have this out for your family. Yeah, it's starting to cool off. But anyway, you serve this kind of like hot. Next, we probably need to talk about how do we plan what we're going to make and how we're going to do it on Thanksgiving Day. That way, so we can talk about like, if all our food going to be ready at the same time. So with that being said, don't forget, it's in the cookbook. This right here, look, I'm gonna be having it in bundles and all that. I'm gonna be saying it in just a minute. Just give me a few more days, but check it out. Don't forget, this is Vlog Feast. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? Let's taste some. Hold on. So here we go, folks. I know it tastes good. You can ask just about everybody who makes this, for the holiday. Let's get that over the top. Cheers, y'all. It always hits right. Remember, cheese sauce, cheese, and put it in the oven. We baked it. Did we use an egg? No. For those of you guys out there that don't do the egg, I ain't got it in here. That's good, folks. I mean, I ain't got all that jumping down and all of that. Trust me, make this and don't let the lack of a lot of ingredients fool you. I know some people putting out there 3 cheese, 5 cheese, even I've done it before. Those are good, but this combination right here, I promise you, be a home run. Let me know down in the comment section below, what else could you add into this? I'm gonna tell you what I would have added, but I'm trying to keep it more traditional. I like to get myself that, the ham steak, cube that down, put a little sear on them and drop that in my mac and cheese. Hey, now you guys let me know. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know what we're doing? We're doing vlog feasts, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.